Hello, Michael Hass with Inner Circle University here to show you the AI Practice Lab. We're going to run through this and give a demo. Now, here's the thing with demos out there. The one thing that really drove me kind of crazy when I was trying to pick the right company to partner with to bring this AI Practice Lab to life was that you said, yeah, I want a demo, and you kind of want to see it right away. But then you get an email from them and you got to set up with their Calendly. A lot of times they're so busy and booked that you don't get to see it for a week and a half to 2 weeks. I wanted to bring this to you with a recording so that you guys could see it right away. If you end up having extra questions, please reach out to me because I want to get those questions answered. But this is the AI Practice Lab, and you're going to have all these buttons on the left hand side. We're just going to go one by one on everything and really show you everything that's available out there. You can take this practice and just click straight in and then go choose a role play, and all the role plays are all uploaded in here, the difficulty levels, everything that are in here, and you can then hit start and start role playing. Okay, so that's one huge thing. But we're going to hop down here to the My Learning piece, and this is where I think this is going to be very, very powerful. Is once you sign up an LSP, they're going to get an email saying, "Hey, go start here," and that starting point is going to be with the lead with liability or the insurance 360 piece of things. Once you get into a program, there's documents and videos and everything, workbooks to go through and learn the correct way to have the conversation and lead with liability. Once you're all the way through that portion of things, then you can go through, and you're seeing a lot of videos here, but each of these videos, and what I like to do is a 1 to 3 minute video to kind of take a piece of the conversation and really break it down, and then we move to the next piece of the conversation. So there's a lot on here, not a lot of time put into it though. And then once you get down here, you have the talk path, but then you have a PDF here that is the leads, and they can download this to their desktop. So on their screen, they had the lead information just as if they got the lead from a company. And you can see like this Mark Johnson lead, married to Sarah. A lot of times they don't get that. They definitely don't get kids' names, but they have their vehicles, their address, and the home value. And that is the same. And in this example, there's 10 leads in here on everything. So once you're done with that, you can see once you complete something in these learning areas, you just hit next. And then it pops up the video. And then you watch the video and then you hit next. And it gets you into the end of the program. Now, at the end of this program, like I said, we are kind of coming through all this. This is when you start role playing. Now, here's the crazy thing, I think, and I've asked several agency owners. Once you go through my 4 programs, you'll have had 135 conversations. Now, when I ask agents, how long will that take for a brand new LSP to have 135 conversations? The answer is usually 3 to 4 months in there. But you're going to be able to have your LSP do this in 2 weeks. So getting them all of that training, the learning that it takes 3 to 4 months to get them up to speed, now at the end of 2 weeks, they're going to be up to speed and ready to go on things. So I'm so excited for you to utilize this and get this in their hands. So once you get in here, to move on, you have to either score 80% on the role play or do a minimum of 2 attempts. And that's how most of it's done. Now, when you get to the end, there's a video that says, "What's next?" and it tells you that you need to go to the capture objections, then the closing objections, and then finally ring to close, a full conversations in there. And again, in those 2 weeks, they're going to have 135 conversations and then be ready to get out there and sell, which is going to be pretty amazing. Okay, so another next piece on things is, well, what does this look like when it's all done? Okay, I did a 42-second role play here, just to kind of show what this looks like. And when you click into it, you have a transcript and a video of, and the audio of what they did, along with all the coaching over here. There's 16 things that we are coaching on, acknowledging objections, building urgency around coverage gaps. And each one of these you can click in and it will tell the LSP, hey, you did great here, you can improve here. Okay. The other part of this that I really like is the analytics side of things. Word choices, filler words. I used or oh twice in here. If you got somebody saying all the time, it's going to show that so that they can improve that. Sentence starters, weak words, a lot in here just on your delivery of your presentation. Listening, this should probably be about 50-50. Again, it was a 42-second real quick one that I did to kind of show how this works. And I had 4 questions in that 42 seconds. I had 0 monologues. I did the majority of the talking, which this should probably be about 50-50. And another big piece to your delivery, how fast were you talking? Were you talking too slow? Was it very good and conversational? The pacing on this was very, very good, right in the middle, conversational. It's going to talk about any awkward pauses that are in there. Now, if you take this and with your company, if you have any type of learning environment for your quoting, where they can actually be putting the information in at the same time, that's where some real power is going to be. So they get the habit of being able to put everything in while they're having the conversation, which is more real life on things. Now, everything I did is like for Mark Johnson there, it was 1812 Melody Lane. There's no city or state. Just put your own city and state in there where you're located, and that should help. Best practices for me would be to take like maybe a morning session while they're going through their training and then an afternoon session, and then they can come in and hit share right here. And once they share, they just put your email address in and it shares this exact piece with you within your Udly as the agent and in your AI practice lab. And then you're able to hop in and see everything here, listen to what they're saying, read the transcript, everything that's in there. So pretty huge on things. So that's where the power is this 135 conversations in a 2-week period to get them trained. One other piece that's pretty darn amazing is an upload. So I'm able to go to my phone system and download a conversation. Once that's downloaded, I can come here and hit upload and either drag and drop or hit browse files, and then it will come in. And then at that point, it'll give you the same analytics on over here for an actual live phone call. So I had downloaded a 47-minute conversation, uploaded it into the AI practice lab. And once that happened, it took about 4 minutes to download, upload, and coach and give all the analytics. Once that's there, I can then share that with the LSP and they can get in and see how they did on those phone calls. I can use that for some personal one-on-one coaching to help coach that person up and show them their strengths and their weaknesses. And the amazing part, being in your shoes, being an agency owner, I don't have to take 47 minutes to listen to the call to get all the analytics for it. So I hope you really like what you see here. And if you do
Thanks.
have any, please reach out right away. My email is Michael at Inner Circle U, and that's just the letter U. So that's innercircleu.com.